Guys, let us talk a little bit more of detail about the enzyme which is involved in the synthesis of ATP. This enzyme is called as ATP synthase. The ATP synthase is composed of two subunits. It is a very crucial enzyme. It is a very complex enzyme also, because it is made up of many complex units and structures, but the major units are two, the F1 and F0 subunits. The F0 subunit is the unit which is composed of three further subunits, that is subunit A, subunit B and subunit C. It acts as a motor, because when the protons move through it, it acts as a motor, and this motor then provides the energy for the catalytic activity of the catalytic unit, that is the F1 unit. The F0 unit is composed of A, B and C subunits, as I have already told you. The C subunit further is composed of 9 to 12 segments, and it is tightly bound to the subunit A and subunit B. The F1 subunit or F1 part of the ATP synthase is the major catalytic unit of this enzyme. It produces ATP because of the energy which is provided by the flow of protons, which leads to the rotation of the F0 subunit, and because of this the ATP is synthesized. Keep in mind that F1 subunit, the catalytic subunit, is located into the the matrix of the mitochondria, while the F0 is embedded into the what we say the inner mitochondrial membrane, the same membrane in which the other fragments or other parts of the this whole process of ATP synthesis are present. For instance, the fragments or the complexes of electron transport chain. The F0 region is little, or F0 subunit rather, is little bit more complicated. It is composed of 5 subunits: alpha, beta, gamma, delta and epsilon. Out of this, alpha or beta are very important, because they are directly involved in the catalytic activity, especially the beta subunit, because it is the subunit which is involved or which leads to the formation of ATP from ADP. There are three combination of three subunits of alpha and beta. That is why they are known as alpha 3 beta 3, or a hexamer of alpha beta subunits. While the remaining 3 subunits, that is the gamma subunits, the delta subunits and epsilon subunit, make the part of the stack. In this way, we have F1 subunit which is attached with the stack, and the stack is attached with the what we say the F1 subunit. Again I have to repeat it. We have F0 subunit, then a stack, and then the F1 subunit. The mechanism of ATP synthesis, we have been talking about it. Let us little bit now repeat it again, because now our focus, but now our focus will be on the role of ATP synthase. As I told you, as the protons move, because of the electron movement, the proton gradient is formed, you know this, and the protons move down the gradient, it moves through the F0 subunit. As a result of this, a motor is generated, a motor is produced, and this movement, rotational movement of the motor, then produce the energy which is required for the F1 subunit to really make the ATP. Let us have certain questions, very intuitive questions they are. What causes the gradient here? How the gradient is produced? Gradient of what? Of course, the gradient of protons. How this gradient actually leads to the synthesis of ATP? ATP through the what should we say, the activity of the ATP synthase. Do you know about any other gradient based processes? In previous topics, I have told you that the gradient, the formation of gradients is one of the real manifestation of the biological systems. So, can you tell me other examples of the gradients which are really playing some role in carrying out different biological activities? Why we use hydrogen ions here? Why nature has selected hydrogen ions? There might have been calcium ions, पोटाशियम के आयन भी हो सकते थे, सोडियम के आयन भी हो सकते थे. आपको तो पता है जब नर्व इम्पल्सेस चलती है तो सोडियम, पोटाशियम, कैल्शियम आयंस बहुत इन्वॉल्व होते हैं उसमें. लेकिन यहाँ हमने ज़्यादा क्यों यूज़ किया हाइड्रोजन आयंस को? Why? What is the use of hydrogen ions? Why we have to limit ourselves to hydrogen ions for the formation of ATP here? Why we need 3 protons to make one ATP molecule? In previous lectures also I have told you that 3 protons, almost 3 protons gives rise to the formation of one ATP molecule. Why not 7 protons? Why not 9 protons? Why not 11 protons? Why these are 3 protons? Think about it.